and welcome to this Profit Protector Pro video. So today I thought I'd follow on from my previous video and show you guys an automation that you can copy if you want to. So I mean, here's actually a history of the ones that I've done in previous videos, and if you want to check out if any of these titles stand out to you and you want to check out how exactly I did that automation, and if you want to copy them, let's check out any of the other automation videos I've done, because I have shown how to build all of these before. So today we are going to do another automation which is based on when seller competition changes. So when you're applying strategies to stuff in Profit Protector Pro, a major part of what you take into account is who is going up against you and how many other sellers there are. So chances are, if there's like, I don't know, 8+ sellers, you would set a balanced or an aggressive strategy. But if there's only a handful of sellers, then it makes sense to use a more profit focused one, just because you don't need to be that aggressive, unless of course someone is acting quite aggressively, quite competitively against you. But if it's the case of you're the only FBA seller, say, and everyone else is merchant fulfilled, you can afford to go for a balanced or more profit focused strategy. And the whole point of automations is to save you coming back into Profit Protector Pro and needing to set this up yourself. So you could literally do it as when seller numbers increase or decrease too, and these are the two options that we're going to be focusing on today. So whichever one you want to do, and then you set a certain amount. So it could be that when seller numbers increase to 10, switch strategy 2, and then you can choose one of the aggressive strategies. Another option might be that you sort of like match the low or mid pricing if you really want to be competitive. You could also go a certain amount under, like a low or mid amount. I'd advise that over like the high amount if you are trying to be that bit more competitive because of the increased number of sellers. Or you can go to your minimum, for example. Like, you can specify that you want to go to your minimum when there's a lot of sellers on there, because it might be that your minimum is like the price to beat. So those are a few different options that make sense for this kind of scenario. Now we can also do the opposite. So when seller numbers decrease 2, and it could be as little as say 3. And if you're switching strategy, I would advise anything from balanced to passive. So anything but aggressive in a nutshell. So, it might be that you go for the cautious sales enhancer, and, it'll just have that bit more profit focus because you don't need to be as aggressive because there's less competition. Alternatively, you might want to do something like go over the mid or high pricing, or maybe just a little bit under the high pricing. Another option could be you match mid or high. That's what I'd say, or even buy box. And you can also go to your max price if you feel that that's likely going to be something that works. I mean, it's something that you would get a feel for if, say, sleep mode works out well for you on a certain listing, or scheduled repricing. That's something you'd get a feel for only through giving it a go. But those are a couple of options that you can go for as well, for when seller numbers decrease too. And having an automation like this is just an effective way of managing what happens repricing wise when competition expands or decreases on a certain listing, because chances are you'd want to change that anyway, so why not just use an automation to do it? So this is another part of my automation series. Feel free to copy that exactly as I've done it. Don't forget to save it, to flick it on, and you can apply that to any listing that you want to. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.